Imagine if every local church had an effective program for evangelization, where week in, week out, month in, month out, people were coming to Christ, being filled with the Spirit, getting excited about Jesus and telling their friends, and inviting them on the next course. Imagine how quickly entire villages, cities, and nations could be evangelized. What if you didn't need to imagine anymore? What if a course like that already existed? And what if you could run it in your church and see people's lives transformed because they met with Jesus? Alpha is a series of interactive sessions exploring the basics of the Christian faith. Each session is centered around food, talk, and discussion. Alpha grew out of a move of the Holy Spirit in 1990 from a local church in London. No one could have anticipated the growth of Alpha. Over 26 million people worldwide have done Alpha in churches, workplaces, prisons, universities, and homes, located in over 100 countries. Week in, week out, month in, month out, people are coming to Christ, being filled with the Spirit, getting excited about Jesus, telling their friends, and inviting them on the next course.
Alpha now runs in every part of the worldwide church. This is its genius, by the way, including the Roman Catholic Church, the Orthodox Church, and all mainline Protestant denominations.
Alpha has helped us to be more in prisons work. Before that, we have no idea how to get more in prisons. Alpha has helped us do that. Alpha has helped us to connect with people in the marketplace. I've seen top businessmen and politicians coming to faith. Alpha has really helped the church to move outside the boundary and to interact with people out there. Through the Alpha course, I see the power of the church community.
So Alpha, of course, is it's an evangelism tool. It's a way to share Jesus in a very non-threatening way. And I think our young people appreciate that too, because a lot of young people want to share Jesus with others. They just don't know how to do it effectively. So we've seen through running Alpha, a lot of our young people become more confident in sharing the gospel with others.
การประกาศในอัลฟาเนี่ยเป็นการประกาศพระกิตติคุณแบบเรียกว่าตรงใจของคนที่เขาอยากจะรับฟังพระกิตติคุณคือพูดง่ายๆคือไม่ได้ยัดเยียดเพราะอัลฟาเนี่ยเปิดโอกาสให้คนที่เข้าร่วมเนี่ยได้ถามในสิ่งที่เขาอยากจะรู้เพราะว่าบางครั้งเนี่ยเรามักจะไปให้ข้อมูลในสิ่งที่เขาไม่อยากจะรู้ดังนั้นคนที่มาเป็นแขกในอัลฟาเนี่ยเมื่อเขาถามในสิ่งที่เขาอยากรู้แล้วก็ได้คำตอบที่ตรงกับคำถามของเขาเขาก็รู้สึกแฮปปี้
Tôi thấy rằng là cái nội dung của Alpha đó thì nó cung cấp thông tin một cách khá là toàn diện. Có phần cung cấp thông tin là nhắm tới lý trí của người nghe. Có một cái môi trường tạo một cái cảm xúc rất là thân thiện, yêu thương. Rồi cũng có những cái thách thức người ta làm quyết định. Rồi đặc biệt là còn có nhấn mạnh đến sự cầu nguyện. Rồi là Alpha cuối tuần chẳng hạn nhấn mạnh đến sự động chạm của Đức Thánh Linh. Thì tôi cảm thấy nói chung là các bài học của Alpha được thiết kế một cách rất là hợp lý và nó tác động trên toàn bộ mọi khía cạnh trong đời sống của người nghe.
咁我就感覺就係好似有兩嚿大石，呢幾十年啊壓住我身上啊，而家呢度地下碎晒，同埋有啲所謂嘅鎖鏈鎖住我幾十年啊，都係俾耶穌嘅愛同佢力量幫我全部掹斷晒佢。當時覺得可以自己好輕咗，因為係真係自由咗，可以識飛啊！進咗主之後，好大嘅改變啦。第一，我嘅人生目標，我有咗方向，我有咗呢個記得翻呢個咩就叫做人生價值觀。我而家得到神嘅光同埋神嘅愛，我想將佢份愛嚟傳出俾其他人，鼓勵多啲人出嚟大膽啲面對呢個社會。因為可以靠耶穌，靠我自己係做唔到，但係靠耶穌係可以做得到。
Now when they came to Alpha, they began listening to the talks. The faith began growing in depth. And they began understanding what their faith is all about. And they began liking it. You know, at one point in Alpha, we had told people to bring others for the next session. I began realizing that people are now thinking that my faith is not only meant for me. It is to be gone out, it has to go out, and it has to meet the cultures of other people. Alpha, I believe, makes a church a missionary church. It makes the members of the church not members but disciples. and the disciples, not just disciples, but apostles. So we are called to make a church a community of disciples and zealous apostles.
So why should you run Alpha? Here's how Billy Graham put it. I believe one of the greatest priorities of the church today is to mobilize the laity to do the work of evangelism. When a church runs Alpha, this is what happens. The laity gets mobilized to do the work of evangelism, to invite family and friends to explore life, faith, and meaning. The people from outside the church find Jesus at Alpha. They are filled with the Holy Spirit, and they say to their friends, "Come and see." The woman at the well? She came back to her hometown and she said to the people there, "Come and see." Alpha is a form of come and see evangelism. Imagine if church leaders from all across the globe mobilize people to do the work of evangelism. Imagine if week in, week out, month in, month out, people were discovering the love of Jesus, were going into their neighborhood and inviting their friends to come and see. Imagine how quickly villages, cities, and nations would be evangelized.
I think trying Alpha changed my life completely. You have no idea.
Run Alpha.